Oh, and Aaron's gonna talk.
Let's keep going. I think I did the pass with exactly what Carl's kind of asked for, like thinking about balancing working for a company versus being an independent guy and opening up shop for yourself. And that was the second time I've seen Martin kind of talk about the Swiss Guide Association, and a lot of like, I remember the first time I saw that, I was like, this is what I'm trying to do. This is my career. He basically telling me that it's not possible. I have a question for you guys. How many people have kids? Just a couple. Some people. You're an adult. You need 100,000. You're gonna have kids. $100,000 is like the baseline income that you need to like raise a family. I know because my kids are going to independent schools. That's like a fancy word for private schools. That financial aid starts at $250,000 for your family. So it's like, do I make that much money? Oh yeah. So just put those things in perspective. When I start thinking about independent guiding or like opening up my own shop versus working for a company, advantages and disadvantages. So I got my IFMGA certification, or like my full certification, about 4.5 years ago. And after that, I was like, what's next? Like, how do I keep learning? I think that's like a typical feeling that a lot of people have. They're like, now what do I do with my life? I don't have this thing to work for. And I worked for Martin for Pro Guiding for a couple more years after that. But I felt like there was like the big onus for me opening up my own business was like, I actually want to keep learning. I want to have something to like do, right? I also heard that maybe I could make some more money. The question's still open, right? What we all saw on the InfoX, Ben Marker is letting us know that he's gonna make a lot more money. So I'll let you know. You see the Instagram things. Yeah. Yeah. So I think it is true, right? Like I've run courses for myself. Like we'll just use like a simple course, a 1-day skiing in the backcountry. If I charge $650, which is pretty going rate for a 1-year-old client, am I going to make more money working for myself? Probably not, right? With all the back and forth with the clients. But as soon as I get up to 2-to-1, 3-to-1, and definitely at 4-to-1, like at 4-to-1, if I'm charging each client $250, taking home $1,000, I'm going to make more money, even with the insurance, with the marketing, with all the wraparound, than I was making working for a company. So there's definitely more money to be had out there. Is it a lot of work? Absolutely, right? I worked more days. I worked probably roughly 100 days a year for Martin. And now I'm working more like, well, I've only had my own business open for about a year, but I think I worked 65 days last year. And that's because it's really hard to drum up work, right? I also have a family of three kids, from 10 years old to 18 months old, which just means that, like Ian, I don't want to be gone on long trips. I turn away a lot of work, and I don't want to work long stretches of time consistently. And so, like, I'm walking away from work a lot of times because of that. But as we know as mountain guides, it's like it's hard to get work in the middle of the week. But that's a reality. Other advantages to working for myself, so learning new skills, which is awesome. Making a little bit more money, debatable. One thing that is nice for making more money is that I get to write off more on my taxes. And I also, all the wraparound work, right, the admin, the marketing, all the stuff that they paid office staff for, I'm doing. But that's where like that day wage is like kind of a transfer of labor, which actually works really well as a parent, you know, like I have all this like little bits of time, an hour here, an hour there, a little bit of time when the kids go to bed, where I can do that work, and I feel like I'm getting paid for it. There's not many other jobs where I can be like, oh, I can do these little snippets of work very easily. So that's like a huge advantage for me. Trying to think of other advantages. Can't think of any. Disadvantages. There's some really big disadvantages. Community, right? So like, I'm great friends with Martin. Like, miss him, miss working for him, and they don't have that close relationship with them anymore. And even the like other guides that I work with, right? Like I know they go out and go climbing or do whatever. Risk management. Hopefully Mark doesn't like nail me down on like my risk management plan, but it's inherently not as good, right? Like even if you work for a guide company and they don't have a great risk management plan, there's going to be 5 or 6 other people out there that you can have like a phone tree with. I don't have that working for myself, and that's a huge, like that's probably the biggest thing that might drive me out of working for myself. There's a couple other disadvantages. Try to think. Yeah, that's where I'm at. Working for myself, not working for myself. I don't have like a slideshow, anything else. Happy to answer questions at the end of this, but so far I am liking working for myself. I think it's a doable, you know, like Ian was saying, like find your own scene and run with it. It is a very doable thing. Hopefully it becomes easier as time goes on. Permits become easier to get. There might be templates for people to write their operational plan, to get their risk management plan out there so that they can apply for permits, just so that they can get insurance. Yeah, hopefully those things are going to become easier for people in the future so that people can experience that if that's what they want to do. Similar to the CGC, just having these templates out there so that people can kind of like experience their own independent work. Any other questions? I guess we're going to wait for questions.
Hold the questions.
Hold the questions. Oh.
Thanks, Aaron.
Okay.